Hey, 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 what you say, my friends? Hope you are having a wonderful evening. I had a pretty good day today, and the boys went out and did some work this morning. Didn't have a full day of work, so we came back to the house and did some work around the house and had some estimates this evening. Went down to Milford and did an estimate. Just can't complain about it much around here. I wish we would get some rain. Hadn't had any rain in a while. And springtime is supposed to be the rainy season around here, so I'm hoping that we get some rain pretty soon. I've got some onion starts and some other seeds that I'd like to get planted. But I've got to wait for the rain because I water everything with rainwater around here. Because my tap water, I live in Waxahachie. I'm on the outskirts of Waxahachie, and I'm on Sardis Lone Elm water. And that water is actually toxic to plants. So I cannot use my tap water to water my garden with. I have to use rainwater. And so my bigger beds, I just cannot, I'm not set up yet to water those with the system I've got. So I've got to depend on that rain. And I've got to time those plantings with right before the rain comes in. So hoping we're going to get some rain on Thursday, so I'll probably be, if it looks like there's still a real good chance of rain on Thursday, I'll probably be getting those onions and some other seeds in the ground then. Um, Speaking of growing food and self-sufficiency, wanted to let everybody know about this event that's coming up here in a couple weeks in Graham, Texas. This is the Sky Earth Gathering, an annual event that my buddy Scott Azell does every year, and it is basically learning primitive skills, learning how to live off the land, how to make things, how to identify things you can eat and use for medicine, how to make ropes and all kinds of things that you can learn out here at this event to make you more self sufficient and maybe, who knows, prepare for a time when we may not have all this technology and we may have the people who survive are going to need these skills in order to survive. So, something that I recommend everybody go to and get those skills. And you're going to meet some really awesome, unique individuals at this thing. They've got, I know they've had horsemanship classes and all kinds of things down there. So um, check it out. Get some tickets. It's skyearthgathering.org. Tickets are still available, so I would highly recommend it. So let's see. In the news today, we had this was real surprising to some of us. To others, it wasn't surprising at all. I was not surprised by it one bit, but it turns out that the bullet was not matched up to the gun that Tyler Robinson supposedly used, allegedly used to kill Charlie Kirk. And anybody who's ever shot a 30-06, shot an animal with a 30-06, knows that Charlie Kirk did not get shot in the neck with a 30-06, because that is not what it would have looked like. And the bullet would have definitely come out. It would have exited his body. So a lot of us have been saying this for months, that Charlie Kirk was not shot with a 30-06, and we found out today that that is true. So, little vindication for some of us. What else did I want to talk about here? Let's see. Oh, we've got this money bomb going on for Thomas Massie up there in Kentucky. Like I said, I've given up on Washington, D.C., but it would be nice to see old Thomas Massie win that primary. So if you've got any extra money laying around and you believe in freedom and liberty, and you want somebody in Congress to keep trying to advance freedom and liberty, actual freedom and liberty, then I would highly recommend that you donate some money to Thomas Massie today. He's having his money bomb for his primary race up there in Kentucky. Let's see what else we got here. We've got, I want to pull that up. Give me a second here. Okay. Old Trump put this thing out today. Ah, my gosh. Every time he puts one of these Truth Social posts out, I'm just like, it looks like a 13-year-old is writing this. Here it says, the United States of America is in serious discussions with a new, this is all capitalized, a new and more reasonable regime. A new and more reasonable regime. So, and this is to end our military operations in Iran. Just going to end them. So, great progress has been made, but if for any reason a deal is not shortly reached, which it probably will be, and if the Hormuz Strait, or also known as the Strait of Hormuz, is not immediately open for business, we will conclude our lovely stay in Iran by blowing up and completely obliterating all of their electric generating plants, oil wells, and Kharg Island, and possibly all desalinization plants, which we have purposely not yet touched. This will be in retribution for our many soldiers and others that Iran has butchered and killed over the old regime's 47-year reign of terror. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So, what he's basically saying here is, or claiming, I don't believe anything he says, but if we are to believe what he says, he has apparently killed more of the leadership there, and he's dealing with a new regime, which I highly doubt that that's true. But he claims that he's dealing with new guys, but he's already threatening these new guys. He's already saying if a deal is not reached, which basically means if they don't do everything he says, that he's going to just start blowing everything up, completely obliterating their electric plants, oil wells, and desalinization plants. That's so that they can have water. And we're expected to believe that he gives a rat's ass about the people of Iran when he's saying stuff like this, making threats like this. I just don't get it. The guy contradicts himself every day. Him or somebody in his administration contradicts him every single day. And his followers just cannot seem to look through it. I just don't understand it. Do not understand that one bit. So it looks like this thing is probably just going to keep escalating. All the people that said that the operations back in July, when the U.S. military went in and bombed the nuclear facilities in Iran, and all those people that were saying that everyone that was worried about this turning into a bigger war were a bunch of panicans, and that we were just getting, we were worried about nothing. Well, it turns out that we weren't. Looks like we'll have boots on the ground in Iran here pretty soon. Oh, and it just also came out today that the Zio state said that they're not sending any troops to Iran. They're not putting any boots on the ground. Isn't that great? We got into this on their behalf, but they're not going to send any of their people to die in Iran. It's going to be the Goyim from America. We're just cannon fodder for them, and we'll go beat up their enemy for them. I just don't understand why any red-blooded American would support this kind of stuff. I don't understand why any conservative, why anybody who calls themselves pro-life would support any of this stuff. Anybody who says that they believe in freedom and liberty, I don't understand how you're supporting any of this stuff. Anybody who says that they believe in limited government, just don't understand. It just does not match up. This is definitely not limited government. This is government gone wild, completely insane, and spending tons of money on top of all that. And meanwhile, here we are paying more for everything, more for gas, more for health care, more for insurance, more for everything. And I can't even water my dadgum plants with the tap water that comes out of my tap. But I have to pay for this war that I don't agree with. Scary and wild times that we find ourselves in, my friends. I do want to do some videos this week, hopefully touching on, I want to get into the relationship between the Texas government and the Zio state. Texas is one of the most closely aligned states with the Zionist cause, because you've got Greg Abbott and Dan Patrick running the state, and they are staunch supporters of Zionism. That's why Dan Patrick is a theocrat, because he comes from that Zionist, that evangelical Zionist, legalistic, authoritarian mindset, where he just wants to control everybody's behavior. So I'm hoping to get at least one video done on that topic, and we'll see what else I can come up with to talk about. But just wanted to let y'all know about those two events, and wanted to discuss a couple of the things that I've seen in the headlines today. And I think that's probably going to wrap it up for this one. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.